Yep. Hi, how's it going? Hi.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
how's it going? How you doing?
I'm on the moon. It's made of cheese.
And we're live. Sammy, Angie, and Monarch Garden. Cheers. All right, so welcome to another Beer and Cheese Tuesday. I hope you guys are doing all right today, tonight, tomorrow, and wherever you're from in this world. Yeah, it's another open table as always. I want to welcome my panel here. Cheers to you guys, Chadeo, Bumpy Road Brews, and East Coast LQ Reviews. Hey, it kind of rhymes, just not Chadeo.
Yeah.
And Beer Man are here to pair it up and see if it works, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, welcome to the chat. Thank you, Angie, Monarch Garden, and Sammy for being here. Cheers to you guys too, and anyone else that shows up. Let's get this show started with Chadeo. Right on.
Hi. So today I am bringing. Oh, please let it read. Come on, focus, you stupid Malacca. Ah, screw it. I hate these lodges. That's Murray's Winston-Dill cranberry cheese, and it looks like that. Like it is ready for a wine party. And I will be pairing it with Red Velvet Cake, a pastry stout from Untitled Art out of Wanaki, Wisconsin. I can't even talk. It's 11.7% ABV. Let's crack her open.
That was good.
Oh, wow. Can already see the color.
Holy schmooky.
Yeah. Oh, my God, that head. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it does. Like a red velvet and head too. Man, that's awesome. Can't wait to dive into this stuff, guys. Cheers.
Cheers, Chadeo. Thank you.
Cheers, bro.
And next up is Bumpy Road Brews. Cheers. Damn it, you're muted.
Muted, Bumpy.
You're muted.
Unmute.
My cheese looks like this. I was wondering if anybody had any guesses of what it might be.
Valentino or something, maybe? Or
It is a Belvatino.
Garlic and chive.
Garlic and herb Belvatino. Very good. You guys are
right. Cool.
Yeah. This is a reserve.
Yeah, I was right too. I said cheese.
Yeah. I got like a fuzzy eye right now. That's cool. So I didn't know exactly what beer to pair with this, but I know some like IPAs and stuff can kind of have like garlic notes, and I do pick up on like a lot of herbal spice in a lot of IPAs as well. So I said, I'll pair this one with an IPA, and what better than one that says grow? If it has herbs and garlic and stuff, that's stuff that grows like in a garden. So this is from Tilted Barn Brewery. They're out of Exeter, Rhode Island. This is an American IPA at 6.8% ABV, and it was canned on December 13th. So 3 weeks, I think, about 3 weeks. The can. We'll give it a pour.
I really like their stuff. They make some good beers.
It says American IPA, but it's definitely hazy. So yeah, it's kind of creamy, slightly off-white head, but very, very compact, frothy head. The color of the beer is that like deep orange, milky. It's like got a slight kind of copper orange and milky, opaque, cannot see through it. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
All right.
Yeah.
And it's East Coast. LQ.
Well, I'm glad Sam's here. Well, I do. So I'll talk about cheese first. So I have Satori Cherrywood Smoked Cheddar. It says smooth and creamy. Our Montemore cheddar is naturally smoked, creating a symphony of sweet, smoky notes. Yeah, so there's 4 Satori cheeses, and this is the third one that I've tried that I can get in my grocery store. This is what it looks like. It's very crumbly. I was just cutting slices off, and it was kind of just breaking in half. See, like where it broke in half, all those spots. So it's very crumbly, very dry, white cheese. And then, reason why I said that about Sam is I actually purchased this 4-pack because of a certain individual, that guy right there. It is the Dunkel Rausch beer by Treehouse. It's called Behind the Times. It's a 5.2% alcohol by volume. Jesus, Treehouse with their long descriptions. I'll just read a little bit. Behind the Times is our Dunkel Rausch beer, an honors tradition with a tedious mash procedure utilizing primarily dark Munich and smoked malts, great flavors and aromas of malted toffee, brown bread, mild chocolate, campfire, and caramel. The sturdy addition of Tettnanger hops provides balance and depth. A clean, dark chestnut color and wispy off-white head, only to add the mouth-watering appeal of this beer. It is thoughtful, elegant, and packed with a nuance and character. And then just a bunch of other stuff. Brewed in Charlton, Mass. Treehouse Brewing Company. TreehouseBrew.com. I'll check them out. Canned autumn of 2022. Let's pour it up. So I know, like a Dunkel Rausch beer is kind of. Oh no, that was a close one. It started foaming out the can. Yeah, had a nice Alex pour there. But yeah, so Dunkel Rausch beer is kind of like a hybrid of a Dunkel and a Rausch beer. So produces a. It's in between ruby and black. It's not full on black, but definitely like good in between. And then it's got a tan head, very sudsy, kind of rocky head, holding some good retention. About 2.5 fingers after I poured it like a maniac. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Somewhat sweet, smoky beer with a smoky cheddar. Who knows? Maybe it'll work. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Well, playing it cheap today.
You got cheat codes.
Chico's probably has. No, I don't know what it has in this. This is one from Ninkazi. I haven't had this one. It's called the Eclipsosaurus Celestial IPA 7.2, probably a West Coast. It was canned 1024. Big old 19 fucking 2.
Nice. That's cool looking.
Yeah. Dinosaurs. Let's pour it. I hope it's not old. Well, it's 2 months old. I hope it's not old tasting, excuse me. Oh, it's a little more hazier than I thought. Kind of gloopy on the pour. Yeah, looks like a freaking, at least a Westy hazy or something, or maybe a New England. I don't know. We'll find out. But it smells a little old. Oh, God. What is it with this grocery store crap? So I'm revisiting one that was in my fridge, and it's a jalapeno Gouda from Apple Farms. It's really greasy. It's got big chunks of jalapenos in it. So it was really hot when I had it last time. So I'm hoping this goes past, gets into that old tasting beer and makes it better. We'll see how it works. But that's what I got for you. Let's go back to Chadeo.
Chadeo.
Well, hello, my friends. So I cut it up. It's interesting cheese. Just the way I cut, I figured it'd be like, I don't know, almost like cream cheese, but kind of is. I mean, it's got a little bit of density to it. But that's what the Wensleydale looks like. You can see the chunks of raspberry in there. Looks awesome. All right, give her a smell. Okay, ooh, it smells good. Smells kind of like Philadelphia cream cheese, like raspberry Philadelphia cream cheese. It kind of has that kind of aroma, like that good type of cheese that's good for spreading. I don't know. I'll get into it. Cheese.
Cheese.
Cheezers. Sounds like a lawnmower.
Okay.
It's my dryer.
Oh, those cheesers.
Oh, you're good. Yeah. It does have a kind of a cream cheese texture in the mouth. It just kind of melty with it. It's really, really good. The raspberry goes well with the milk. Very desserty. Very, very desserty cheese. Now we're going to get into the Untitled Art Red Velvet Cake Pastry Stout. Definitely smell coconuts. Oh, yeah, the head's dissipated quite a bit. Yeah, I'm picking up the coconut. A little bit of the cocoa nibs coming through. And the beet juice. I can kind of smell that too. Cheers. Let's give it a try.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, it doesn't really hide the booze well. Right off the bat, there's the coconut, the beet juice. Coconut lingers like a lot. It's almost kind of like a dried coconut type of flavor, not like a fresh coconut. You know, the coconut shavings they put on cake and stuff. But yeah. Trying to pick up on the cocoa nibs. They're there. All right, they're there. It's a very well balanced beer. It's very tasty. And it does taste like 11.7% for sure. Holy smokes. All right. God, that coconut lingers. I'm not a huge coconut fan, so it's just like lingering in my mouth. I'm like, ah. All right, we'll go with a piece of cheese, then the beer. Cheezers.
Cheezers.
Sticking through the roof of my mouth. Interesting. It gives this beer a nice creamy, like it boosts like the pastry and the creaminess out of it. Doing it that way could definitely taste the cocoa nibs. A nice burst of cocoa came through, along with the coconut. Actually, that tasted really well. Let's do beer then cheese.
Cheezers again.
Yeah. And again. And again. And again.
And again and again.
Not nearly as good. it tastes like raspberry covered or raspberries covered in like coconut shavings.
Oh,
Ugh. Wasn't good that way, but the other way was very lovely. So yeah, there you have it. Nice dessert cheese. Nice dessert beer.
all right. Thank you,
Sounds like
Chadeo.
little Debbie cake.
Yeah.
Coconut
You're a
covered
little Debbie
raspberries.
cake.
All righty. It's Bumpy's turn.
It's me. All right, let's go to this beer. Some aromas. It's definitely got some depth to it. Some darker, deader fruit. Overripened type. Yeah, I'd say mango. There is a citrusiness to it. Almost like a honey. Oh. Maybe a touch floral. That's about all I can really pick out of the aromatics. There's a sweetness from the malt. A little bit like hay, a little bit like wheat, and a sweet bread. All right. Cheers.
Cheers, Bobby.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Yeah, it's a medium body, kind of a lower side medium carbonation to it. It's drying to the palate. It's not a super soft mouthfeel, but I guess it's kind of on the soft side. There is kind of this like hay, breadiness, touch of caramel, flavor from the malt. The hops are kind of giving off yeah. I'd say maybe it's a little bit floral, a little bit on the floral side. Bitterness, it does have kind of a more than a higher than moderate bitterness to it. A little bit kind of slight pine, a little floral on the bitterness. Yeah, it's just it's not much else I can say for the flavors. The hops. Um, so a lot of kind of the malts coming through. There's a bitterness, and yeah, kind of floral until the end, where it kind of gets a little bit piney and floral-esque. All right, let's eat some cheese here. So the cheese smells of herbs and garlic. You get a little bit of that Bellavitano, kind of a nutty smell. Cheese. Yum, yum, yum.
Cheesers.
Cheese.
Jesus.
Cheezers.
Yeah. It's a good blend between the cheese and the spices on this. The herbs, the garlic. You get plenty of the cheese flavor. It's this kind of creamy and nutty kind of flavor to it. Then you get the nice savory herbs and the garlic that just kind of blends in with all that. And you still get that kind of creamy nuttiness going on from the cheese. So they did a good job. I've had cheese like this before where it was like, I think I referred to it as tasted like shake and bake pork. This one at least allows the cheese to shine through. It's not just totally encrusted in the herbs and garlic. There's kind of it's a balance. So if you were to like, I don't know, season meat and cook it, yeah, it's just got that right balance where you still get the flavors of whatever meat. It's not just eating herbs and stuff. So, anyways, let's eat some more and then drink some beer.
Cheezers again.
Jesus.
Cheezers again.
All right. It actually makes the beer taste better. So it's kind of cutting back a little bit on that kind of hay flavor. It is bringing forward the kind of sweeter malt flavors out of the beer. Kind of do get a little bit of a honey type note almost. The bitterness is actually dialed back with having all the garlic and the herbs and stuff there. It kind of cuts into the bitterness a bit. I just belts. I did get a little bit of like a slight like apricot. The garlic, the herbs, they carry through even after drinking the beer. It's nice to still have that lingering on the palate. I still have a little bit of the kind of creamy nuttiness from the cheese too. So it's well blended with the beer. Being able to taste everything still, and like I said, it's kind of taking out some of the not so great notes out of the beer and kind of diluting that, showcasing some other potential out of the beer. So let's drink some beer and then eat some cheese. Cheezers again and again.
Cheezers again and again and
Again. Cheers.
And slaughter.
Schlong.
Yeah, just slong.
Yeah, I mean, doing it that way, the beer is basically just disappointing at this point. Without the cheese first. But yeah, the best way to do it is definitely eat the cheese first and then drink the beer. Seems to work the best. Otherwise, you get all the flavors of the beer, then you eat the cheese, and eventually the cheese just overtakes the beer completely.
Right.
So I'll come up with a score. I said, well, no, I'm not really super happy with this beer, but it's all right. Works great with the cheese.
That's all that matters, Good for you, Bumpy.
Solid.
Yeah, it's funny. The cheese brings out more of the hop flavor. It gets kind of more citrusy, and like I said, there's kind of a bit of an apricot flavor tone to it.
That's nice.
Which is just not there without the cheese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So okay.
Cool. Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Bye now.
Thanks, Bumpy.
Chadeos.
Just gonna keep you up there. All right.
Cheers. And cheers to Jimmy C in the chat.
Cheers, Jimmy.
Cheers, Jimmy. All right. The Dunkel Roush beer behind the times. 5.2% alcohol by volume. The nose. Now, when I first poured this, and when I poured it like a maniac because it was overflowing out of the can, I got a lot of like that smoky umami kind of bacon, like smoked meat, like aroma. But now that the head kind of died down, I'm noticing more of like dark chocolate and toffee, a little raisin, some breadiness. There's a there's a slight floral kind of grassy aspect to it, but it's definitely very well hidden. If I just hand you to this, you'd probably think it was like a porter. But I mean, at 5.2% alcohol by volume, it definitely has a very robust and rich aroma. But yeah, it smells pretty good. Um, yeah, it's kind of a hybrid. Like I said, it's a Dunkel Rausch beer, so it's had some discussion with some other people off air, and it's kind of its own breed, I guess. I don't know. Let's dive in. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's got a good smoky finish, and there's a it's got an intense smoky finish, but it's not overly smoky, if that makes any sense. Sometimes smoked products in general, not just beer, smoked products in general, if it's too intense, it gives you kind of that like burnt rubber kind of taste or flavor, and not for me. This isn't bad. It's definitely a little bit more it's a lot more mild than that, but it's still an intense smoky flavor. You actually get like a lingering kind of smoked meats. Yeah, lingering a little bit of like an astringency, a little bit of like a bitterness, but yeah, it's kind of like it's actually somewhat reminiscent to Bumpy's brisket. When I had Bumpy's brisket, it kind of left that type of flavor um, on your palate, and it lingers for a long time. Like it's still there. I can still taste it. It's got a good, solid, chocolatey, toffee like aroma. I mean, not aroma, palate. Kind of like a thinner porter. So it's a little bit along the lines of like a porter, where you get that somewhat more laid back, chocolatey, a little bit of coffee flavor, a little bit of breadiness as well. Yeah, it's pretty good. I do like it. A little bit of maybe more fig. There's some type of dried fruit in there. Definitely not raisin like the aroma, but it's got a good amount of sweetness. Definitely dark chocolate and a little bit of coffee, like a little bit of like roasty coffee. Um, but what really rounds out this beer, if you like a smoky beer, and if you like smoked meats, or if you like cooking with like a smoker in general, and you like that aftertaste of that smoky flavor left on your palate, this is very reminiscent of that.
Smoking these meats.
Yeah,
Meat like brisket.
yeah, it's good. I like it. It's definitely a little bit. You can tell that it's, but when you look at the ABV, and it makes sense, the viscosity of it. It's not like super thick. It doesn't have like the density and the viscosity of a porter, so it's a little bit more laid back. Kind of reminds me of a I want to say a mild, but that doesn't really sound right. Something that's a little bit more robust, but also low ABV and a little bit less of a viscosity, if that makes any sense. Overall, it's a pretty good beer. I do enjoy it. It's a sipper for sure. Carbonation's kind of on the lighter side, but yeah, overall, pretty good. I do like it. Let's try out the cheese now. The cherry wood smoked cheddar. It says smooth and creamy. Go for a little bit of a nose on this. This kind of has that like bacon umami, like aroma, but I've had some other cheddars that were smoked, and it was just straight up bacon. This isn't that bad. You get a little bit of like the qualities of just like a plain cheddar, like nuttiness, slightly salty, and a little bit of like a acidity to it, like a little bit of a tang. So it's a good balance. To be honest with you, I'm not like with the cheeses. I like it more in the beer, but with the cheeses, if it's like overly smoked, I'm not like it's hard for me to eat too much of it. Let's dive into this though. Cheesers.
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 There are those little flavor crystals, crunchies. I just got a little bit of it. It's got a good amount of dryness, and it's got a good amount of smoky aspect to it. You get a good amount of that like bacon umami, but there's also a good amount of like a buttery aspect. So it's somewhat buttery. It's not full on dry, salty bacon umami like finish that's lingering on the palate. Somewhat of a tang there, not overly tangy at all. A little nutty. It's a solid cheese. If I handed you this, you could definitely tell it's smoked, but it's not overly smoky to the point where it just kind of steamrolls over the rest of the flavors of the cheese. So I would say it's a complex cheese. It's actually very good. I do enjoy it. Now, who knows? Maybe this is going to be a train wreck. And maybe it's just going to be this overly smoky bomb. But let's see how it works with the Rausch beer. Teasers.
Cheesers.
Cheesers. Oops.
It's actually really good. It's very good. They blend very well together. Surprisingly, the sweetness in the beer, that toffee and chocolate flavor, kind of stand out a little bit more. The smokiness kind of hangs out in the background. I thought this was going to be like an overly smoky bomb, but I think it complements the beer, enhances the flavors of the beer. It kind of brings up the flavors to the point of something that you would drink with like a higher ABV, like a 6 or a 7% porter. So I'm getting a little bit more coffee. I'm getting a little bit more chocolate. I'm getting a little bit more toffee. Yeah, the smokiness just works well together. I'm guessing it's probably still kind of a novice at this stuff, but I'm guessing maybe like the saltiness in the cheese is intensifying the sweet, chocolatey, robust flavors in the beer, and it's just blending very well together. I think yeah, it's a good pairing. I don't know. I was like I got this Rausch beer, smoked cheese. Let's see if it works. Might be a train wreck. Might work out well, and it worked out pretty good. I usually, to be honest with you, I'm more cheese before beer guy, but I always try for science. Let's do the beer than the cheese.
And again. And again.
It kind of brings out the astringency in the cheese. It makes it a little bit more dry. Both of these products are very good. I'm actually very surprised on how good this is. Have any of you guys had this one?
Nope. No.
See it, try it out. I have some scores.
It's a maybe on that one. I may have. I've had a lot of those. So
It's very good. I like
Yeah.
this because I've had a lot of smoked cheeses, and I was very weary on trying more smoked cheeses because usually they're just too umami, too smoky forward, and it's just like that's all you get, and it's kind of hard to eat a lot of it. This cheese I can see myself eating a good amount. But yeah, scores next time around. Cheers, guys.
Nice. Cheers, Tanner.
Cheers.
Man. Okay. Let's see if my things are working today. All right. Okay, let's get into the beer. So yeah, it's a hazy, all right. I thought it would be a Westie. Maybe it's a Westie hazy. Let's smell it. Okay. All right, so I'm getting a peach-like aroma. Peach and orange. It does smell like it has gone somewhere else. Like it's turning, bending. But it definitely still has a little bit of like peach apricot kind of thing, or a little orange. Little malts in there, some malts. That's really all I'm getting. I can't get it out of the glass for some reason. All right, it's really it's quite a juice bomb actually. It's got some juiciness in there. Some stone fruity action going on. A little citrus, stone fruit, a little bready. All right, man. Done with smelling it. Yeah, good looking beer. Hazy, can't see through it. Nice white head, decent retention. I think it'll build up again, and yes, it does. When I turn it, it does a real nice build up of foam. Looks like it's got a nice little body there. Looks real sexy. Okay, let's drink it. Cheers.
Cheers. Looks sexy.
Cheers, beer man.
It's a little turned. That's okay though. It's 2 months old. But it does have a medium body, medium mouthfeel. The mouthfeel's kind of medium. It's kind of spritzy. Has a little bit of like a spritzy, citrusy feel to it. And it just kind of jumps around your mouth. It's got a dry, chalky feel on the tongue and the tip. And it goes back into this weird, like funky, stone fruity Lipton tea. And grapefruit and pine is also in there. And I would want to call this more of a Westie kind of hazy for sure. It's got more bitterness in there. The body is a medium body. The flavors overall, I wish I could taste it more fresh because it's not bad. It's 7.2%. I should have gotten the 9% one, but that was like 2 months older than this. So fuck grocery store beers, but when you're in a hurry, you got to get what you can get. Yeah, the orange kind of comes through, but it's more of I guess like a slight orange, more of an orange. I was getting more peach and like stone fruity kind of stuff, but I'm getting more of a citrus orange. I get that lemon, like a tea like thing, because it's older. And it's just like a kind of an herbal. Let's explain this tea thing. Yes, it tastes like tea bags. It tastes like Earl Grey tea with a little lemon in it or something.
These like tea bags.
It's fucking gross. But I'm just being honest.
Tea bags or tea
bags. No, but it's it would taste better if it was fresh. Off the tap, it would be really good, I think, because it does have a nice flavor in there if you pay attention to it, but it's just not popping. But the mouthfeel, body, the finish seems decent. It is a little bit chalky though, a little bit the water profile or something. It's a little like minerally and hard, like gypsum forward or something, like another one of them gypsum ones. calcified or some kind of weird hard shit. All right. Hopefully the cheese will be better. Well, I know it's better. I just hope it doesn't have mold on it. It's been in my fridge for like a month, 2 months, but it was in a sealed package. All right, so little pieces. That's Gouda, and it's got little pieces of jalapeno, nice big chunks of jalapeno in it. You get the jalapeno veggie kind of smell, and get that vegetable veggie kind of aroma of the jalapeno. That slight, even kind of a heatiness in the nose. You know it's going to be somewhat hot, spicy. It's got a salinity in there, salty, creamy Gouda like salinity and creaminess. Very nice. It's creamy. It smells creamy. Let's eat it. Cheers. Cheesers.
Cheesers.
Man.
Well, jalapeno really comes through and really nice. Not the heat, the actual veg taste, the green taste of it, the vegetable taste. And then that milky Gouda, cow milky, salty, creamy, thick, mouth coating. You just want to have something water that down. So let's see what this is like with the beer. The cheese stays on your mouth, like I said, mouth coating, and it kind of like mixes in with the beer. The beer doesn't taste as old anymore. It kind of blends in, kind of helps it out a little. The cheese helps out the beer a little bit. I thought this was a lot hotter, but it's not. It's actually very mild as far as the jalapenos go and the cheese. I was hoping it would be a little hotter because I was just hoping it would be a little hotter. Let's have some more of this cheese. That cheese is really good, actually. Very good. I like the big chunks of jalapenos in it. It's good. Yeah, it's real mild. I'm glad that it's mild, though, because I would have really bad diarrhea in the morning. Let's have some beer with that again.
Cheesers.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, the Earl Grey is not there anymore. But I just wanted more spice in that cheese, damn it. It would have lifted it more. It would have, I don't know. I'm kind of frustrated with my mix today. That's all right. I'm probably the only guy here that had a bad mix. But that's all right. It happens to us. It just happens. Chadeo's, was yours good? Yours is a good mix.
What, my mix?
Did you like your mix?
One way was good, the other way was
Oh, okay. Okay.
cheese
I was
before
trying to
beer was
remember.
good.
So you and I, that's all right. A couple strikes. Yeah. So, yeah, it's not bad. Kind of bland, kind of dull. I don't really like it so much. So it's what I'm going to go with. But there you go. Wow, I'm flush right now. Whew, I look red.
Good job,
Okay.
Paul.
Them free vert girls.
Good job, Paul.
Oh, hey, girls, 18 site.
Good job, Paul.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
I had to drop the knockout punch, sorry.
Cheers, my nerd. Forgive me for being so today. But I'm gonna keep going. Let's get back to our last thoughts with Chadeo and get this going. Yeah, let's do it.
Sorry, I had a belch. Hey, Tanner, you're the only one that's not cool with a flat. Where's your flat cap, buddy?
Oh, I know.
You gotta get one, man.
Wow.
I'm gonna start out with. I'll start out with the Untitled Art, the Daspia, the red velvet cake pastry stout. Not up my alley. Not what I was hoping from it. I think the coconut is a little overwhelming to me. It's just that's the main thing I get from it, and I got to dig for, the beet juice and everything. So I'm gonna give the beer Still going to be nice. It's drinkable. It's pleasant. It's good. It's just not for me. So give an 83 out of 100. A B minus for that. As for the cheese, cheese is pretty darn good. It's a great dessert cheese. But yeah, the cheese, I'm gonna give it a 90. How about that? The 90 for the cheese. Now for the combination, the beer and the cheese, yeah, it worked. Cheese before beer very well. But the cheese before the beer worked. Beer before cheese did not. So I'm gonna have to just give it an 80 overall. I was hoping for a better mix, hoping for a knockout, and didn't happen.
Just didn't.
No.
Okay. 80's still passable though. I mean,
It's passable. It's passable.
thanks, man. Thanks, Chadeo. Cheers, brother. All right.
Cheers.
Now we have Bumpy Road Brews.
Or some people like to call me Bumble Up, I guess. Let's start with shitting on the beer. I mean, it's all right. It's not bad. Not super bad. Anyways, it's good. I'm going to score this at a 37.5 out of 50, which would put it in the good category. It's kind of, it's all right. It's just missing. It's missing a lot for me on the hop front, on the flavors. It was difficult to really smell what the hops are doing. Kind of hard to pick out the aromas, but yeah, we'll say it's good. The cheese, on the other hand, was excellent. I loved it. Very good blend of the herbs and garlic with cheese. Quite nice. I'm going to give it a 47 out of 50, which put it as an excellent cheese. And the pairing went best with eating the cheese first and then drinking the beer. It actually enhanced the flavor of the beer, brought it up. It probably would have, if the beer tasted like it did after eating the cheese on its own, then it probably would have been the at least the top end of good, closer to very good. But yeah, so I will say good pairing with the cheese and the beer. But a better beer, I think, could have been an even better pairing. But
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool. Very
not
good.
too wrong. Well, give
Very
it
good.
very good. Is that what I sound like? Am I mumbling again?
Thanks, Bumpy. All righty. Cheers.
Goodness.
Cheers.
Get ahead.
All right. So, for the Rausch beer, the Dunkel Rausch beer to be specific, behind times. It's very good. It's got a good balance of sweet and smoky. It's not overly smoky. It's not overly sweet. Yeah, I enjoy it. I could see myself buying it again. I could see it being a beer that I would definitely recommend to people. Just gonna go. I'll give it like a 94. I really like it. I think it's pretty good. The cheese, it's a very good cheese too. It's very crumbly. It's kind of what I look forward to in like cheddars, but then it's also got a little bit of that umami kind of smoky bacon aspect that's not too overpowering. That cheese, I'm gonna give that cheese like a 96. That cheese is very good. Put the two together, I think it's even better. Give it like a 97 for the pairing. Yeah, I just kind of feel like I like the Rausch beer style, like the Dunkel Rausch beer. I just kind of wish it was a little bit higher in ABV with that smokiness. I was kind of looking forward to a little bit more of like a little bit more of a viscosity, a little bit more of a mouthfeel. And it wasn't. There was a beer that we had at Beer Tuber Palooza. It was one of the brewery beers, and it had like some type of uh pepper. So it was like a spicy kind of. It was like what? Do you remember what beer that was, Bumpy?
Are you talking about the mystery beer?
No, it was the brewery. It was one of those. It was like Mocha Wednesday or something.
Oh, it was a coffee. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a coffee one. It was
but
just so old that the coffee kind of gave off green pepper vibes.
pepper.
Yeah, green pepper,
Yeah.
bell pepper.
So I mean, if it was kind of like that aspect, but like smoky rather than kind of like that spicy aspect, I think I would really like it. Um, do they? Has anybody ever barrel aged a Rausch beer?
Nope.
No.
No,
Can you do
sir.
that? Is
I
that
need a
possible?
barrel.
Can you do that?
I don't know. I've
Oh,
never
I'm
Yeah,
sure
barrel
you
aged.
can
and
do
I
it.
don't know how old it'll turn
In
out.
general, yeah, probably.
That would be badass. So, yeah, I'm basing off of that. I like to try a barrel version of a Rausch beer. There you go. That's a good, you know, keep that in the back of my mind. But yeah, awesome pairing today. Pretty happy with the way it worked out. So, cheers,
Cool.
guys.
Cheers, man. All right. Good to hear.
Cheers.
Okay. Well, y'all know where I'm going with this one. I had a real bad old beer. It would have been good if it wasn't old. So I don't know what it would have tasted like it was fresh. So I'm just going to base it off of the old shit that it is and say it's a 70. I'll give it that much. If it was perhaps fresher, I probably would have gone up to probably an 89, 90-ish, somewhere on that level, 85. But seems like a 70 works for me on this old crap. And I don't know, it just didn't fit the bill right. Didn't taste good to me because it was old. My cheese was good. The cheese was delicious. I thought it was good, but it needed a little more spice. I did get some jalapenos on my tongue, and it got a little more hotter, a little more heaty. So that was good, but it was still mild, still very mild, but left a little bit of a heat punch. So that was nice. I would probably give the cheese like an 85. Yeah. Some more heat would have brought that up to about a 92 or so-ish. But it's not a bad cheese. It's actually a pretty good Gouda. It's very oily and sticky and oily and kind of, just mouth coating and very good and delicious and Gouda. I like Gouda. Quite a bit, actually. I've had better Goudas, though. I've had better Goudas. But the pairing was cool because the cheese took out the Earl Grey tea kind of thing, the old shiteness of the beer, and it made it a little better. So the pairing worked. I would probably give that like an 85 on the pairing. It was decent. It probably could have been better, but had the beer been fresher, so and a little more spice. So yeah, 85 works for the pairing. I suggest it. Yeah, find you a nice maybe a Westie. Do a West Coast IPA, fresh one, and do that with a nice heated jalapeno cheddar, sharp cheddar, or a nice Gouda like this as well. So I think that would work really well together. So that's what I have. All right, let's go ahead and let's get to our last thoughts. Or excuse me, you already did that. Let's get to our promotions, our promos. Go for it.
Okay. Tomorrow I am reviewing a candy bar from the UK. So that should be good. And I think in a week or so, my review of the mule sauce hot sauce comes out as well. So there you have it. Other shout outs. Let's shout out JV. Check out JV's Hangouts on a Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Always has a great live stream. A lot of fun over there. A lot of silliness. So, yeah, check out JV. Cheers.
Cheers, Chadeo. Right on.
Yes, I am.
Cool. JB's a good dude.
Yeah. JB's a good dude.
Good dude.
Making good songs about other good dudes.
I'm a dude. He's a dude. We're all dudes. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, Bill.
Yeah. Yeah, promos. I got 3 videos I'm putting out, the pre-recorded stuff a week. So check those out. I got kind of like landing it right now on Wednesdays. Are the ones that I had beer mail. So I got like FLX stuff like that going. Beers from them. John and Ellie also gifted me some Treehouse beers, so I'll get those in the mix eventually as well. The live stream Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time is the start of the show. It's called New Brew. Bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. Then I'd just like to shout out FLX. I haven't shouted them out for a couple days anyways. So FLX beer reviews, you got Dan and Mike and Dan, and they're just good beer review channel, I would say. They just make it fun. They're very fun. They're funny like clowns. Funny.
Yeah, don't subscribe to him.
Yeah, don't subscribe to them. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, make sure you don't check out Apple's beer reviews. All right, I'm just kidding. Check them out. They're awesome. Joe's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah, I think everybody that's subscribed to him should unsubscribe to him to deflate their ego a little bit.
Yeah. Yep. There you
Who says I haven't already?
go. Perfect. All right. Shout outs for me. I don't think I'll be doing a live stream. I'll probably just be on here with these guys. I do have to work Thursday, so it kind of sucks. And yeah, but I'll probably be on Beer Man. I might do something early, maybe like a solo show, possibly do like a pop-up review or something. But I'm not going to be doing like a 9 p.m. show because I do have to work Thursday. But yeah, I've been putting out more videos. I might spend the time trying to go through what I have to review. So I'll probably be a few beers in by the time Beer Man show comes on. I got a lot of stuff that I want to get through. And then hopefully maybe within a week or something, maybe me and Bumpy can get together and do a collab and review some products. Bumpy's up for it. I know we were kind of talking about it yesterday.
Yeah, I'll try not to drink so much the night
It's all
before.
right. But yeah, other than that, yeah, look out for some more reviews. Trying to put out more liquor whiskey reviews and just other stuff other than beer, which I do frequently nowadays. But check out Paul's beer reviews. Just a newer person that a little new to me. I'm sure some of you guys probably heard of him before. Go check him out. And also Jean-Pierre. Check out Jean-Pierre Beverage Ramble. Watched one of his videos the other day as well. I know he doesn't really shout out too often. But definitely like to shout out people who aren't consistently shouted out. Like John. Don't check out John and Ellie. Don't check him out. Make sure you don't check out John. No, I'm just kidding. Subscribe to John too. But yeah, thanks for having me. This was great. I really enjoyed the pairing tonight. So cheers.
Awesome. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, it's something in my ear. Cheers, Tanner. All right. Yeah, I've never heard of that brewery, Beer Hounds. I was thinking it was named after Orange County, but which is a county in Los Angeles, or well, not Los Angeles. That'd be like more. I guess it's Los Angeles County, sort of. Well, I don't know. It's a different county. Anyway, I am doing beer and cheese again next week, so bring you bring you some beer and cheese if you'd like to, and let's pair it up, see how it goes. Hopefully, we can get something good. Yes, you are from Canada. And then tomorrow will be a robot themed, iRobot themed beer thing. So bring something based on. So it's basically like towards the future, the new year. Bumpy was talking about it, and I thought it sounded great. So we all kind of agreed with iRobot. So if you don't know what that movie is and haven't seen it, go look at it, and then try and find a beer that will mix with that. So I need to go see that. I've never seen it. So, and that'll be tomorrow at 6 your time, East Coast time, 3 mine. For Chadeos. And that really is it. I am going to be brewing a beer, not live though, but I'll put up a thing. It's gonna be something evolving around what John Anilli likes, because he kind of hooked me up, and I told him I'll brew a beer for him. So, well, not, I'll send him some, a good amount of samples, and hopefully you guys can get those as well if you guys visit each other, because you're all in the same kind of neck of the woods.
Yeah, Chadeo, come visit us.
Yeah, So we'll see how that goes.
I'm
But
not
I'm
allowed in
thinking
the Northeast.
got to write a recipe up for that. Then we'll probably go. Kind of want to get some wood chips and maybe some bourbon and soak them in that. Kind of mimic a barrel aged kind of stout or something like that. I think that would be kind of interesting. But yeah, so 2 people to shout out for sure. And he's here in the chat. Beerhound's Beer Reviews. Check him out. He has put up 3 reviews that I need to go check out. His last one is Opagogo Brewing. It's called Kiko Hazy Double IPA beer review. And he's got a couple others as well that I need to see that are in the lineup there. Cheers to him, and sorry for your loss on that as well. It sucks. So yeah, man, my heart is with your friend and their family. So and then also check out Finru Home Brewing. He's also in the chat, maybe still, I don't know, but he did his last one was New Year's Eve special, and he had a mail from Skid Part 1 garlic and the peanut something rather. I can't click on it. Just go look at his stuff though. He's a good dude, and he's always putting out some good content, very informative content, and just does a really good job with his stuff, and brews beer. Also does a lot of other things as well. So go check him out for sure. Heck yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. Thank you. Thank you, chat first. We'll say chat. Chatters, thank you. Thank you so much for your support, your ongoing support, and being here and supporting these guys here. We really appreciate you as always. You are very welcome, Bill. That is my name. Steven. Yeah, so thank you guys. Appreciate you. And also, I want to say thank you very much to the panel here, and cheers to Chadeo, Bumpy Road Brews, and East Coast Alky Reviews, man. You guys are rock. You rock. Hey, that's like a Roush. Okay. All right, man. We're going to bounce. We're going to get out of here. You guys have a good night, day, wherever you're from. Look at that beautiful cat. Beautiful day. But not after one more sip, even though it sucks. Cheers.
Oh, shit.